What's the latest from the cyber world? I know you have another good story to
Absolutely, yes.
piss me off.
I don't like to keep rehashing old topics, but this is a pretty big one. The Wanted to keep on tab with the San Bernardino iPhone case.
Oh, yes.
Feds recently disclosed that they um, actually paid um, an independent consultant to hack the phone, and they were successful. But what's making more of the news rounds is not so much that they finally cracked it, because we knew that was just, a matter of time, but it's the amount that they paid to have it cracked. Can you guess?
I think it was more than the FBI director is going to make before he
I did hear
retires.
what it was, and I can't remember. See, I didn't
Exactly,
yeah.
$1.3 million.
That seems cheap to me, doesn't it?
It does, actually.
I don't know.
Actually the highest bounty that has ever been paid for a cyber hack. Can you believe that?
Well, it kind of sounds like ransomware to me.
Yeah.
It's reverse ransomware.
Yeah, they probably
Right?
put it on there.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Now,
There's definitely going to be some good and some bad that come out of this. For me, I think that the unfortunate part is now that the FBI holds the key to unlocking iPhone version 5C on iOS 9 for about 16 million devices in use.
Now, do you believe it? I'm skeptical. I'm almost thinking it's a bluff to get Apple off their butt to do something, or I don't know. What do you think?
Well, you know what I can't believe is that the feds didn't have somebody to do this themselves. I mean, it doesn't make sense, right?
Of course it makes sense. It's the FBI. The Federal Bureau of Incompetency. Sorry, fellas, but you know it's true if you work there.
I thought it was famous but incompetent.
Oh, famous but incompetent? That could be too.
That's what
Seriously,
an old
though, Cherise,
security guy used to tell me.
Do you really think they cracked it? I mean, let's talk about that briefly. There are things that are encrypted.
They're
right?
claiming that they have cracked it, and they didn't do any kind of integrity damage to the data.
Now, cracking, meaning they broke an encryption code or somebody found the key and unlocked it. Which one do you think it was?
It was probably a combination of both, because they had to create and crack the key and then use those techniques onto the code. And so, in terms of, how they did it, I believe details will come out. It can only stay a secret for so long.
Right.
But sure, it's, again, I get back to, I mean, you must know this stuff. Surely the feds have got a whole team that work on that side of the business, right?
They do, but in terms of having the in-house expertise for such a real low-level understanding of encryption, the operating system, it takes a multi-talented individual to have these skills to not only come up with the hack and decrypt it, but to safely do it. And there's not that many, believe it or not, skilled resources out there with those capabilities.
Well, they probably just went to their federal penitentiary and pulled out one of those guys.
I bet they didn't
I bet
ask.
they did.
I bet they didn't ask the British Secret Service if they had somebody.
They probably did not.
Probably not. So,
MI6 or something.
I'll be interested to see where this goes on from here. Now, knowing that the government has access to be able to decrypt over 16 million devices, essentially. So, we'll see how this plays out in terms of our privacy and protection.
Well, you know what? They're welcome to look at mine anytime.
Yeah, I'm not worried about
It's so boring.
Well, mine's not exactly boring, so maybe they should look at mine. But
Well, no, I know what you've been up to.